I let you talk a little bit this morning.
No, welcome. My name's Amber.
This is Aaron,
He's
and
a mess.
we go live Monday through Thursday. We
Yes.
talk about a topic, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about listing and how you can use that as a way to try to get your store back to life. We've
Yeah.
done this a few times. I think the important thing is you want. I think people get over fixated on the actual like the
What's
listing
selling?
number, the
Okay.
listing number
Okay.
versus actually getting those items to sell.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, I remember I shared this on the Two
Podcast.
Old Guys
We didn't even
podcast.
share that yet.
Well,
So
we
their podcast came out that we were on,
yes.
and we're gonna link it.
Okay, you're gonna link it.
Yeah, I'm gonna link
Okay,
it.
so yeah, you guys can check it out down below. One of the things I mentioned in there is I think sometimes people will make bad goals for
Okay.
themselves, and somebody with another fellow YouTuber um, said something about their goal was to get to where they had 1,000 items listed in their store.
Mhm.
I was like, easy, just
Yeah.
list terrible items,
And it will stay.
and they will stay in your store, and you'll hit your 1,000 goal.
Yeah.
So,
I actually didn't get that a long time ago when you mentioned it. I'm like, I don't know what the big deal of it is. And now I'm like, oh, duh, because you want to sell them,
yeah,
not hold them, and
yeah,
have a quantity.
yeah. And if you list bad items,
Yeah.
nobody's gonna buy it.
Yeah.
So I think it's important that you list good items. And I think part of the reason why we're talking about this is we did get a really large haul this weekend of really good listable items that are going to be highly desired, and that should effectively spur our store.
Yeah.
So like today specifically, we have 9 items that sold.
Yep.
Out of those 9 items, only 2 are new listings.
Yeah.
Or no, 3 are new listings. I would say, looking at
Yeah.
what we got. Actually, probably 4.
Okay.
But
So
that
that's
still
good.
means it along the way it brought in some of older
Mm-hmm.
inventory, and this is older inventory that's sitting that's actually got like good dollar amounts with it too.
Right.
So that plays a role. So 9 isn't necessarily back to where we would want to be in
Right.
terms of a number,
But we're closer.
but we are definitely closer after last week where we were sitting at like 7,
Yeah. 4,
4,
6.
6,
Yeah.
and in that range. So I feel like we leveled up a little bit,
Yeah.
and the goal is to see if we can take it to another level. I like it when we get into double digits
Right.
on a regular,
Consistent
everyday basis. And so listing, but I think the important thing is you want to make sure you're listing good inventory along that way. So with that being said, I'm going to also state today if it's old or new,
Okay.
so you can get an idea. So keepsake ornament, this is a remembrance. Some of these can be good. This one's a pretty good one. That one sold for $27.95 plus shipping, old listing.
Okay. Plus, it's like time for Christmas, so you should start seeing your Christmas and holiday items selling.
This one is a Matilda Jane, size small.
It's like a jacket it's a wrap jacket with like ruffles all around it.
Old listing and also a delist relist. So I had
Oh.
to lower the price, and then this went out on an offer as well.
Okay.
So you got to be motivated to sell too when you're trying to get your store
Yeah.
back to like $15 plus shipping.
Yep.
Sold via promoted listing on that one. Next up, this is our first new listing. I think I listed this within the last 2 weeks. Aerosmith. It went for only $9.95 because the condition. I put the record as good, so it does have quite a bit of wear for a record, but it should still play. I think we'll go with these next, just because it's right here. Nike Air Max, and these are generally some highly sought after shoes when you get the Air Max ones, just because people like to use these for running. And this colorway is pretty cool. We've had this for quite a while. So this is a old listing, and it sold for $74.95 plus shipping. So really good shoe sale on that. And you just want to make sure on these that the bubble still has a lot of good resistance and is pumped up. When in doubt, I usually just leave them behind. All right, you want to grab that one? So this is the Grinch Archway. So it's a big inflatable. We picked this up probably, so this is an old listing as well. This was one of the new North Carolina sales.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That we bought a bunch of inflatables. This was the best of that bunch.
Yeah.
We paid $100 for about 7 or 8. I think we've sold a few of the other ones. We're probably already in the profit. So this is probably pure profit. $149.95. It's going to somebody in the military that wants to do
like a competition.
And they're going with the Grinch theme this year. And the only thing that he said was to make sure to send it priority, not ground, and we'll just eat the cost because they paid full price.
They did say if there's an additional charge, they would cover it, but we'll see how much it is before we say that.
Okay, fair enough.
If it's $100, we're not eating the cost. Because it's going to Italy.
No. He said it the way
I know it's going to a base, so it's considered as if it's like New York, going to New York, but it's literally going to Italy. Yeah. So I don't want to see a crazy price.
Okay.
Even priority for this in the U.S. would be expensive, so we'll see.
U.S. Open, $19.99, Pinehurst #2. This hat was recently listed about a week ago. And to get a hat that sells quickly is not common. This one did. $16.95 plus shipping.
Cool.
So the old golf tournament hats can be good. I think it really comes back to, is it a popular course on that one. This one's actually new too, so I think it might be 4 out of the 9. This one was listed last week. It is Sony wireless Bluetooth speakers for your ears. $14 plus shipping.
Speakers for your ears.
Speakers for your ears, yes.
It's true.
It is true.
You ain't lying.
Highlander, the complete TV series. I listed this yesterday.
This is one of our good media buys.
$42.70 plus shipping. So this right here basically makes all of the media that we purchased covered.
That's
paid
insane.
for.
One.
So our first profit would be another new one that was listed. The Fugitive, the complete series, and this one sold $32.95 plus shipping. So yes, anytime you can find these big box sets, complete series, stuff like that, they are big bolos to look for because, especially if they're no longer available on like Netflix or anything like that. And also, I think people are starting to get irritated because they're how many subscriptions do I have to get the shows that I want to watch?
Hey, good morning, Bama. Welcome, Josh.
You know, it gets frustrating.
We do not have Disney or Disney Plus, but I did just see that their subscription cost went from like 70 something to $150.
Okay, hopefully they just have a bunch of people cancel because that's the best way is you can vote with your dollars on what you're going to allow and not allow.
Yes.
So if you start to feel like you're not getting the value that you need,
dump it.
You need to get out. And get out of it.
And I mean, already people are hurting with the economy, so they're just making it easy for us.
Yes. I like it when people make decisions for you. Make it easy on you.
I don't know. I don't know. I'd rather have a better economy and be able to be like, yes, I'll take that. But now it's like, you decided like to go crazy, so I'm going to choose to not support you. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways. So, what's up for today?
So, I'm going to run to the thrift store.
Yeah. I feel like we could put this on, like, just auto.
Well, it's not always the exact same because there are differences sometimes.
It's okay to have a routine, which is what we have.
So, Tigers don't play today.
Oh, bummer.
So,
but they won.
Yes, they did win.
That's good.
So, I get to go to the thrift store, come back, and then I'm going to start working on some listings. I think I should pretty much get pretty close to finishing up everything downstairs.
Yeah, you don't
in
have
the
a
area.
Lot. Did you do all the media yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's done.
So we should see an uptick in sales.
Hopefully.
I almost want to guarantee it.
Yeah.
So see an increase in sales due to increased listing.
And their quality listings.
Yes. That people want. Some of the stuff that we listed, like I would see 0 listed, 15 sold.
Wow.
So like infinite sell-through. What is the sell-through percentage? What is that little sign?
Yeah, infinity.
An infinity sign? Yeah, that's what the sell-through rate is. So it's going to sell.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how long does it take.
Right.
And other times it would be like 2 listed, 12 sold. And so it's like this stuff is just all incredible.
I really wish we could go back in time and just buy boxes. How much is that box? How much is that box? How much is that box?
I thought I was beating myself up about it a little bit, but then I started to like think through it again and I'm like, look, that doesn't help.
Yeah.
In that situation. And 2, we had another person that was picking, so that would kind of, I would, because there's been situations where I've been to like a church sale,
Yeah.
and then there's like a box of video games, and the person just grabbed the whole
I
box
know.
and then walked away with
Yeah.
it.
I don't blame them. In those high pressured moments,
I don't
you
blame them,
just
but
gotta
at the
do
same
it.
time, I know the feeling of what that looks like and feels like, and that
Yeah.
is seared into my brain. I can't help it. That's always something I look at.
Yeah. So, I have some clothes and purses to list, so I'm going to be doing that. I don't have a ton, so I should be able to finish today. And then I'm in the clear for my listings.
I will say, Bama, when it comes to baseball, it feels a little broken. The way that they have it set up to where when you call up somebody from the minors, you only have to pay them the league minimum for 3 years. And so if you have like a really decent farm, you bring up everybody at one time, you can have a super low budget team, and then you could potentially go out and get like one or two big free agents to plug the holes that you have if you have that much faith in whether or not you can build your farm and go that way. But
do you still do your sim league stuff?
no,
No.
I stopped doing
But
it.
you used to build teams
Yes.
on there and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was a lot of fun. But that was always my strategy, was to keep a lower budget team, but then go out and buy the big ticket free agents. But I would only spend on like one a season. And it's like, I'm blowing the budget, and then I'm going to have all these like really good rookies, and we'll compete. So, and then once they get to where they want to go on arbitration and they cost more money, I'm trading them.
Yeah.
And then trying to get more young guys to fill back in. So that is it for the day. Anything else you wanted to add?
Nope. I'm just going to be doing school and cooking and finishing my listings. And be all set.
Yeah. I feel like I'm not even going to get optimistic about it.
I don't care.
Mama been broken lately. Okay. I'm gonna go off before I get in trouble. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.
We'll see you tomorrow.